Okay, the importance of being earnest. 3 acts. Act 1 really centers around the cigarette case, Bunburying, and Lady Bracknell. Starting with the cigarette case, this is what leads Algernon into asking questions about Cecily. Now he's doing this, but at the same time he's trying to uncover the fact that Jack is secretly a Bunburyist. A Bunburyist is somebody who pretends to be someone else for the sake of personal gain or to get out of an obligation that he or she did not want to attend. In the country, his name is Jack, but when he comes into the city, his name is Earnest. On the other hand, Algernon uses Bunburying more to get out of family obligations that he does not want to take part in. Hey, you want to go to dinner with the family tonight? Oh, I can't, I gotta help out a friend, but there's really no friend. And 100% of people have Bunburied at some point in life. So after the suspected Bunburying, we get into the relationship with Gwendolyn. It is the most superficial relationship you can imagine. The only reason she is attracted to him is because his name is Earnest. In the latter half of Act 1, Lady Bracknell, who is Gwendolyn's mother, interviews Jack as a potential suitor. She's not really on the Jack bandwagon. Now remember, at this time period, women did not have many rights. Therefore, if the marriage did not work out, Gwendolyn could stand to lose. So Lady Bracknell quizzes him about his finances, about his assets, his holdings, and then she gets to the part about his family. Problem is that Jack doesn't know who his family is. In fact, he was found in a handbag in a train station. This does not sit well with Lady Bracknell, and she gives him a very stern warning that it's imperative he produces at least one parent. Otherwise, he has no chance of marrying Gwendolyn. Now, at the very end of Act 1, Algernon is plotting to do some Bunburying of his own. He finds out Jack's address in the country. So Act 2 takes place in the country, and we meet some new characters. You have Dr. Chasuble, you have Miss Prism, and Cecily herself. So it opens with Jack returning from the city, and he's all dressed in black, crying and mourning because his quote-unquote brother died. The funny thing is, though, Algernon arrives as well, claiming to be Jack's brother. Jack is visibly incensed that Algernon would come to the country and Bunbury as Jack's brother, pretending to be Jack's brother, and go ahead and try to woo Cecily. Even funnier is he claims his name is Earnest as well. So we have two people who are claiming they are Earnest. Later in Act 2, Gwendolyn decides to join the party. She arrives in the country, and they both think they're going to marry the same man, which causes a very funny exchange between the two ladies. Now it gets very heated, until finally the men come out and they're busted. The women, feeling that they've been deceived, then join together into a partnership. Both men are willing to get christened, which means both men are willing to legally change their names to Earnest. Act 3, everything just kind of goes insane. Lady Bracknell decides to join the party as well. She takes the train into the country, shows up, and learns about everything. That Jack, or Earnest, is engaged to Gwendolyn. That Algernon, or Earnest, is engaged to Cecily. And she's very confused, wants none of this. It's obviously undermining her power. She denies the marriage between Jack and Gwendolyn. So what does Jack do? He goes ahead and denies the marriage between Algernon and Cecily. Since he is the guardian of Cecily, he can then determine when she is fit to marry or until she comes of age, which is not till the age of 35. Now, Bracknell really isn't interested in hearing Cecily's story until she finds out all the money that she has in the bank, which is like $20 million in today's currency. So with $20 million in a trust fund, Bracknell is suddenly interested in listening and starts to warm up to the idea of Algernon marrying her. Why not? But again, Jack refuses unless he is allowed to marry Gwendolyn. When Miss Prism comes back in, Bracknell recognizes her and asks her what? What happened to the baby that you took with you to the train station? And that's when Miss Prism breaks down and we learn that she's the one who left the baby in the handbag in the train station. So Lady Bracknell is connected to Miss Prism, who is connected to Jack, Therefore, Lady Bracknell knows about Jack's past. And here's where everything unravels, and we find out his name is actually Earnest. It's the most insane ending you could ever imagine. Everyone lives happily ever after. Everyone's going to get married. Now, what's completely ironic about the play is titled The Importance of Being Earnest. There is no importance. All of these characters lie and deceive and manipulate and pretend to be who they are not in order to get what they want. If everybody in the play was honest, the play wouldn't have worked, because Gwendolyn would not have married Jack if his name was Jack. Likewise, Cecily would not have given Algernon the time of day and gotten to know him. Oscar Wilde's finest joke comes with the title.